Hey, good morning, everybody. Bob Trade Genius. It's the 19th of October, and I'm speaking to you from Trade Genius West, the tropical island of Hawaii. I'm going to be here for a couple weeks doing some training, and first time we've done on site training for everybody. We're going to start that tomorrow, Sunday. We're going to go for 3 days, and then we'll evaluate what we're going to talk about in the future, and then it looks like we're going to do another training class end of January, beginning of February in Orlando. We already have a lot of interest for that class, so stay tuned for that, and that should be pretty fun. But this is our first one, and so we'll see what the students like or don't like, and where we should put more emphasis or less, and but it's going to be a great time. We're going to definitely saturate everybody with a lot of really good knowledge, and so we'll see how it goes. And afterwards, I'm going to take some time with the family, but we'll be trading every day because trading is not working. And with technology and trading, you can pretty much do it anywhere you want, and you can do it in slippers. So anyway, so you'll be seeing a lot of really early videos from me here from now on. And I get up at 4 o'clock in the morning during West Coast time. Now I'm going to be getting up at 1:30 in the morning. But that's okay. I've done this about 50 times already in Hawaii, so I'm kind of used to it. Family's crashed out. I get all my work done. Trading's done by 10 in the morning, and you can hit the beach the rest of the day. Sweet setup. But I digress. Here's the chart of gold. And it's been a grind week, and just nothing's really making headway. If you look at the chart here, you have this is an hourly, so it's looking back basically over the last 3 or 4 days, approximately a week here. We've got a little bit of a head and shoulder pattern forming. It's still angling up, which is more bullish than bearish. And just to let people know about head and shoulder patterns, they're not the end all be all. They fail a lot, and actually, what you look for is when they failed, you look for it to go the other direction pretty hard. And so we have left shoulder formed here. Got the head formed. Now the right shoulder's forming, and the key here now for us is if it falls below 1485 area, you get it closed below that. I would think you would need to start thinking about maybe we're going to go into a little bit more of a deflationary kind of scenario, and then we just have to get defensive with our miners. And if it breaks 1497 area here, then I think we're going higher. But I learned my lesson 2 weeks ago, put on nice positions in miners, and they all essentially got stopped out. I got a lot of -3% on those. But this time around, I was a little bit smarter, and I moved stops up. And I was traveling yesterday, and almost all my minor positions got taken out, the ones I trade at least. But for all good profit, and I'll show you the track record here in a sec. So that's what we're looking for there, and I'm just going to blast through some of the miners, show you what we owned. AG really had a really nice run here. I totally missed it. I mean, look at this move from 914 to 1025. It's greater than a 10% move in 3 days. So just when this thing sets up, especially with these these buying pressure scenarios, you got to take the shot on those. Even if you took this one, you wouldn't have been stopped out before it rocketed. So this is a nice one to trade, and it trades options weekly, so you can actually put a call option against it on top if you want to reduce your risk. I'll just show you silver. See, silver is just it looks like a metronome. So I think silver is going to break out. My guess is we're going to break out, but this is a leverage trade. When a leverage trade like this isn't falling because of slippage, that's pretty comforting. So we were in AQMS. We took profit on that. Had a quick move, and we're out. And then we traded BLDP a couple weeks ago. I got out of it here, and then it just rocketed. So this is a nice one. These are these energy systems, but it's a small cap, and I just don't like to screw around with them too much. If I tend to sometimes overstay these, and then they roll back down on me. But this one looked really good. But we bought it at 496, got out at 517. And, just people wondering how I trade is you just scalp and grind. Now there's no commissions. It's even easier for people with small accounts. You could put on a few shares, and it doesn't really screw you up like it used to do before, where you lose money just from commissions. So, if you can make 3% a week and you only use a third of your capital, you're still making 50% a year. So just so you know, you don't have to swing for the fences to make money. In fact, that's how you lose money. But anyway, just grind and go, grind and go, grind and go. We took position FCX. We're still in this one, and I did it because they're playing a seesaw between commodity indexes and precious metals, and so it looks like maybe Freeport's waking up here a little bit. So we're in it. It looks like it's making just a series of consolidations and grinds, consolidation and grind. And I'm looking to see if I can catch a move up higher. We used to trade this all the time, but it's been a pretty big disappointment of late. I'm waiting for this one to break out of its inverted head and shoulders here. But I think I wanted to get back over, this 320, 320 to 330 area. Then I know it's a bottom's probably in on it. So I'm watching this one right now. Folks are talking about GDXJ. It looks the same way. I personally have calls and sold calls on this thing. I've been playing a calendar on this. Nothing official for subscribers, just for myself to generate some cash flow. But it was a little risky because it's still downtrending, so I didn't want to call it out for people and have the trade go against me. It's one thing for me to lose money. I hate when I have to lose money and when I recommended it to somebody else. And we go down here. We just had a nice trade on HL. Okay, so we caught this move right from this moneymaker and the buy-sell pressure. And then I put a stop up because I was traveling. I just didn't want it to reverse on me. I didn't know what OPEX was going to do. So I put a stop in, and we got taken out. And I'll show you the track record here in a sec. But it was a really nice trade for us. And then take a look at MAG here. See, they're all looking very similar to me. But, this looks like a stream going downhill. I like to see one of these highs turn the other way. And then this is one that you should get on your list. This thing trades really nicely if you want to just keep scalping 5 and 10%. So we had a buy limit sitting on this thing at 145, and actually it was 146. And so we caught this. Whatever happened here, well, we actually caught this one, and then this one hit too, and then we not sure. Sometimes this illiquidity, and they play these flash crash games. But anyway, I had a target of 163 on here, and it never quite made it. So I put a stop in at 157. Got taken out here on Friday, which is fine. It was I think it was a 12% gain trade in 3 days. And we've made almost 60% just on this trade alone. I'll be setting up another buy limit on this thing again next week. And look if I can just keep fishing this thing. It just works well as Platinum Group Metals. No options on it, so you have to actually buy the shares. But again, pretty good. Just been a really good trade for us over the last 3 months. And then just look at sound here. Okay, good. And we have USAS, and we had another trade here. We caught this move, put a stop in at 277. My target was $3, but it never quite made it. And again, like I said, I was out on Friday, so I just set the stop and it got taken out, which is fine with me. This is another one that we just keep putting trades on. It's a nice metronome. If you look, look how beautiful that is. I don't care what it does, as long as we get these nice nice moves that you can catch these bottoms and just trade them up. You know, who cares if it doesn't go anywhere if we trade it right? So that's kind of what's going on there. And then with the market itself, I'm hearing a lot of negative things. I wasn't around, so I was just trying to catch up on the sentiment here. But a lot of people think maybe after OPEX we're going to roll over. It does look like it's struggling here. But, I mean, how many times have we tried to see this thing crash and it just burns us? And it's burned me too. So, you know, we got another bunny maker and buy pressure on this thing. So, you know, for me, you know, it's going to have to break down below, you know, right. It's going to have to break this level right here for me to get too excited about this. And then, you know, once again, if it then, I have a line up there, but now here's the line in the sand for the bull line. So that's kind of where it is. Don't get too excited unless it breaks some of those out. And then if you look here at the just the track record, I just wanted to show you here. So we're in the FCX, slightly down on that. We bought into some GPTC. It's just been grinding around, but I have to move my stop down on this thing because I think it's just going to be a little volatile. And here's the trades we just took out in the last 2 weeks. So, you know, made money here. We got out flat on here. I just didn't like the action. Moved the stop up. Same with this one. He came right back the next day, got out, made a nice trade here. See, look, it's 5%, 7%. AQMS, we made 4% in 1 day. It wasn't a day trade, it was a day overnight trade. Here we made 4% on this trade. PLG, we made 12%. We're in UNG, we're in CHK. And I'm in CHK because of UNG. I think this is natural gas is gonna move higher. And also SWN, if you guys are interested. It's been jumping around a lot, so maybe you can catch some scalps on that. So it's kind of where we are. We've been. This is this long-term average for me. It's interesting. Now I have nearly 270 trades here for the last almost coming up on. Let's see here, July. It's yeah, almost a year and a half coming up. So I'm recording every trade that we've called out. But this has been my experience for years. About 2 out of 3 trades win, and we're in these trades average of 7 days. Some trades we're in for weeks, and some trades we're in for 2 days. But overall, we're in and out in about a week, and we've been averaging about 6.81%. But to be honest with you, I'm happy if we're averaging 4 and 5%, and then hop out. And because the annualized this thing is beautiful. If you take this annualized rate and then you just cut it, just multiply by 0.3, that's probably a good rule of thumb of how much you're going to make yourself personally, because you're not going to always be in a trade. You're going to have some slippage between where I get in and where you get in, but you know, you're still looking at a really good return. And so there's no need to change what I'm doing. I think it's a really good system. And if you guys want to trade it, we threw some specials on there. They canceled tonight. If you want to take advantage of it, I really suggest that you do. What we charge is nothing compared to what you get out of it. Plus, you get trading rooms that are running 24/7 crypto. We do binary options, which is just lights out. It's a really good thing to trade. It's like trading over-unders in sports betting. And we have used our probability system for that. We trade cryptos, and Phil's doing fantastic in cryptos, even though Bitcoin and these things are grinding around. Phil kills it. We use the same methodology: buy low, sell high, stack Bitcoin. So anyway, you guys, I really appreciate you listening. We'll do a lot of videos here over the next 2 weeks here. I have a lot of free time. And just put comments in the thing if there's certain stocks you want me to take a peek at, or sectors or whatever. But you know, we're focusing on the commodities area and looking for opportunities to short the indexes when they present themselves. I know we trade volatility, but it's at the bottom right now, so we gotta wait for that thing to recharge as well. Anyway, you guys have a good one. Bye bye.